Another week, boys, and another TWAB. Hello, YouTube. I'm Liv. I'm covering the TWAB for Cross today because he is on family vacation. This week in Destiny, we're lacing our boots, washing our armor, and cleaning our barrels as we prepare you for the upcoming Lawless Frontier. Here's the rundown. Call to Arms is next week, Renegades weapons and gear trailer, celebrating Veterans Appreciation Month, Cosplay Cosmodrome is back, Festival of the Lost is ending soon. December can't come soon enough, let's hit it. Calling all to arms. Next week, Devrim K, EDZ Scout, and a gentleman of well-defined taste comes to the tower for the first time on a mission, rallying Guardians to obtain the best gear and build up their power. During the Call to Arms event, you'll be able to attune event weapons to obtain that role you've been seeking, with the chance to receive the holofoil variant, claim daily powerful gear from different activities, receive new Lawless vouchers, formerly cutting-edge procurements, containing a random assortment of new Season 28 gear and other items. There will also be a competition where you can compete against other Guardians to receive prestigious rewards, including a unique universal helmet ornament. Check out our 1016 TWID for a full breakdown of the event, including information on the competition, rank rewards, and what activities will be included. So you can check out our 1016 TWID video if you want to break down on how we're going to be competing against each other and receiving those rewards. Twitch drops. During the event, 2 exclusive Twitch drops will be available to earn. Receive a legendary Call to Arms themed shader for watching any Destiny 2 streamer for at least 30 minutes, and receive an exotic ghost shell for gifting a sub to your favorite streamer. So 2 ways to get rewards during Arms Week next week. Drops must be claimed on Twitch when unlocked. You must link your Bungie account to Twitch to obtain the drops. You can then unlock them by logging into your Bungie.net account and going to Partner Rewards section of the Code Redemption area. Okay, Renegades weapons and gear trailer. Earlier this week, we released our Renegades weapons and gear trailer showcasing iconic new weapons and armor inspired by Myth and Rebellion. From the Uncivil Discourse hand cannon to the refurbished A499 heavy sniper rifle, you can become a true renegade in this lawless frontier. If you haven't viewed the trailer on your holo projector yet, you can check it out below. So yeah, we did release a video on Tuesday. Luke covered this trailer. I'm pretty excited about a lot of the weapons. I know I've seen that Star Wars fans are excited to see some of the Star Wars inspired weapons. So I know that what we're all most excited about, though, potentially, is that Titan chest piece. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Check it out. For those who want more details about those weapons and exotic, we've got you covered. All right, we'll break them down now. We're introducing a couple of new weapon subfamilies alongside Renegades and one completely new weapon type. Heat weapons do not have magazines. Instead, they have heat sinks, allowing them to fire their ammo directly from reserves while generating heat with each shot, and they can be manually vented to dissipate heat at will. But be careful, overheating the weapons will force a sustained vent before you can fire them again. They also have a couple of new stats to look out for. Heat generated, how much heat is generated per shot, cooling efficiency, which is how quickly the weapon will cool down when not being fired, and vent speed, which is how fast the weapon reduces heat when manually vented or overheated. This is pretty cool. Very different. So if we overheat our weapons, we can't shoot them for a bit. We've split the heat weapons up into 2 archetypes. Heat weapons. Dynamic, higher base damage, high heat generated, weapon cools down more rapidly between shots. Or balanced, which is very low heat generated, manually venting at very high heat, greatly increases venting speed. Interesting. In addition to the above benefits, primary ammo heat weapons have the intrinsic effect of dealing bonus damage to powerful combatants. Ooh, bonus damage to powerful combatants. Okay. And keep an eye out for the new heat-based perks and some fun interactions that we've added to some exotic armors, existing perks, and subclass atoms. Modified B7 pistol. Hand cannon, stasis, dynamic heat weapon. So that's going to be a higher base damage, but high heat generated. So it's going to have to cool down more frequently. The All or Nothing, which is a strand pulse rifle, also a dynamic heat weapon. The M17 Fast Talker, a stasis submachine gun that's a balanced heat weapon. Compact Defender, which is a void sidearm, a dynamic heat weapon. Uncivil Discourse, an arc special ammo hand cannon, which is a dynamic heat weapon. A refurbished A499, kinetic heavy ammo sniper rifle. Disruption weapon, which fires a single heavy hitting round and disintegrates targets on impact. Interesting. Sounds like I'm most excited for that one then. Kinetic heavy disintegrates targets on impact with a single heavy hitting round. It's called a disruption weapon. Praxic Blade, which we're all excited about, especially because we can customize its color. A kinetic special ammo sword. Oh, so it's not a heavy. It's a special ammo kinetic sword. I know a couple of people were speculating that it wouldn't be in that heavy slot. So that's pretty cool to hear. I don't know how we're feeling about that one, but I thought for sure it was going to be a heavy sword. But kinetic special ammo. And then the Heirloom, which is a solo special ammo crossbow. Oh, our first crossbow. That's special ammo. Cool. So we're gonna have the heirloom, it'll be solar, and special ammo. Exotic armor. Hunter has Fortune's Favor, which is after landing a final blow while at full health or when out of combat for an extended duration, your shields will recharge into an overshield. When you have any overshield, your weapons gain increased accuracy, stability, handling, and damage against combatants, and final blows will grant a short period of increased mobility once the overshield is depleted. And then Titans have Praxic Vestment, which gains an air move jetpack. Weapon and arc-powered melee final blows build up jetpack fuel. Activate your jetpack while airborne with a forceful blast that exhausts nearby enemies. Then fly forward based on the amount charged. Collide with a combatant to unleash a blinding blast of arc energy and gain a temporary bonus to your melee stat. There's a good gameplay loop built in here, but I don't know that this is the replacement that people think that it will be to Twilight Garrison. I think it's gonna be a different exotic armor piece, a fun one though. This is like Titans getting Icarus Dash, but with some more synergy into your arc builds. I don't think it's a Twilight Garrison replacement though, but I am still excited about trying it. Yeah, I don't think so. This is different. This is a very unique description. And then Warlocks get, the Louisiana's about to come out, y'all. Deimos Effusion? Deimos Effusion? I don't know how to pronounce this in true cross fashion. Deimos Effusion. Deimos Effusion. We'll go with Daimo. Demo. While a Strand Super is equipped, casting Rift will suspend nearby combatants. Suspend deals damage over time, healing you in the process. Combatants who break free from suspension suffer additional damage, and defeating suspended targets heals you a moderate amount. Hot take, look, I'm a Hunter main. I think that this exotic is going to be the best of the three. The Hunter exotic I don't think we need Hunters like gaining an overshield for breathing. I think that might be a menace in PvP personally, but I think the Warlock exotic is about to be busted. This sounds very, very fun. Really good Strand builds. I think Warlocks are about to have a lot of fun with this. Okay, celebrate Veterans Appreciation Month with us. We're proud to introduce Veterans Vanguard at Bungie, our newest inclusion, diversity, and equity association dedicated to supporting those in our workforce who have a background in service. This IDEA was created to build a strong, inclusive community where service-minded individuals can connect, find shared understanding, and access meaningful resources. Whether someone's transitioning into a civilian role, looking to grow their career, or seeking camaraderie with others who share similar experiences, this IDEA exists to support them along the way. In recognition of Veterans and Military Families Month, we're spotlighting two organizations, Gold Star Gamers and Stack Up. Both organizations lead incredible work to promote mental well-being, connection, and resilience through gaming and tech. For the month of November, we invite our community to join us in making a difference. So, pin and emblem, you can order the Be Courageous collectible pin and receive an accompanying code for the Tribute to Bravery emblem, and this is the emblem right here. Really nice emblem, really nice pin. I like it. I like it. With each purchase, $7 will be donated to the Bungie Foundation to support Gold Star Gamers and Stack Up. And then emblem, donate $10 to the Bungie Foundation campaign by November 30th and receive the new Tribute to Bravery emblem. All net proceeds will support Gold Star Gamers and Stack Up. So if you just want the emblem, you can go that route. If you want the pin, you get a code for the emblem. So either way, you've got until November 30th to get this emblem on its own if you're interested. Cosplay Cosmodrome returns. Back during the final shape, we saw some incredible creative cosplayers stun us with their different cosplays, from Micah 10 to The Witness. Well, Cosplay Cosmodrome is back again for Renegades, and we have cosplayers from all around the globe ready to represent. See more information in our Cosplay Cosmodrome article, which includes introductions to all our wonderful cosplayers. Give them some love. Yeah, they posted this article about an hour or two ago, right before the TWAB came out, so if you're interested in checking out the cosplayers, it is posted on Bungie's website. And then last week of Festival of the Lost. We are approaching the end of our spookiest event. Festival of the Lost will end on November 11th at 8:59 PT, so that is next Tuesday at reset. You've got a few more days to play Festival of the Lost, but Tuesday at reset, it will be gone. Be sure to finish unlocking and claiming your masks and your rewards on the event track before then. Don't miss the opportunity to earn the Ghost Rider title. Note that when update 9.1.5.5 goes out on Tuesday, the power on the Masquerade helmets will be reduced to 0. Please don't fret if you log in and see that your power is lower. Yeah, so if you're hoarding Festival of the Lost helmets, good reminder, you don't have to hoard them. Clear your vault of them. Every single Festival of the Lost helmet, or the Masquerade helmets, power will be reset to 0 on Tuesday. Final fashion and creation picks. We already shared a bunch of great fashion and creations in our social media this week, but before Festival of the Lost ends, we wanted to pick a few more winners of the Crimson Cathedral emblem. So we've got some drip. Drip is the end game, as usual. Got some cool drip. This one's pretty sick, actually. I might be biased because I like hunters, but all right. So you can check out a lot of winners of that emblem. And some cats, apparently. And some pumpkins. Festival of the Lost sale extended. With Festival of the Lost now concluding on November 11th, players have a few more days left to save on Bungie store products, including an additional 20% off last chance items and $7.77 flat rate shipping. Any purchase at the Bungie store during Festival of the Lost sale will come with the Destiny 2 Twisted Sincerity emblem as a gift with purchase. And this is the emblem you get if you buy anything on the Bungie store. Player support reports. Daylight savings time end. With the end of daylight savings time, please be aware that weekly and daily reset time has returned to 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST. This change will result in earlier maintenance windows and expected downtime when updates are released. Please view our Destiny server and update status article or keep an eye on @BNG server status for the latest release information. Known issues. Not that many this week. The Sparrow in the Desert Perpetual cannot be earned. I thought it could be. The exotic Sparrow that dropped with the Epic Raid, I swear I have it. This might be a newer known issue, right? Players can sometimes earn armor not from their currently played class in the Desert Perpetual while attuned to Epic Raid weapons. Wait, this is funny. This is funny. I don't know if this has been a thing in previous TWABs, but I could be playing Hunter and get Warlock armor if I have an Epic Raid weapon attuned. Previewing some Festival of the Lost masks and collections will bring up the incorrect visuals, and we have temporarily disabled the Liminality Strike while we address an issue with scoring. Check out our known issues list for the full list. All right, we've got a Clan Night Artist of the Week. This is a pretty cool image. Sick. And then we've got Movie of the Week, which is a Fire Team of the Ring, Lord of the Rings spinoff. And then they ended it with Renegades is almost here, less than a month away. But first, you need to prepare by calling your arms, arming your calls, whatever it's called. Devrim will have a cup of tea ready for you as you raise your power and get to the top of the ranks. See you on the frontier. Honestly, this is another nothing burger of a TWAB. It basically took the Renegades trailer and it said, let's expand on it a little bit. We did get, hold up. The only new thing we really got information on is these new heat weapons. So introducing the new sub-family or completely new type of weapon that doesn't have a magazine at all and just has a heat sink instead. So this is we don't have a roadmap. No roadmap today. Hey, they let Cross go on family vacation. They said, we're not going to release a juicer this week. Cross is on family vacation. Maybe next week when he's back. But we did get, I think this is the biggest takeaway for today. We've got a list of new weapons coming. And, we know that the Praxic Blade now is a kinetic special ammo sword. We've got our first special ammo solar crossbow coming. And those are two exotics with Renegades. But otherwise, we've got this dynamic versus balanced heat weapon situation where they have heat sinks, not magazines. And when they get overheated, you can't fire them for a short period of time. They have to cool down. And so they have a cooling efficiency stat, an event speed stat, and there's some dynamic and some balanced. That's the biggest takeaway for today. We're going to be dealing with some new stats, some new weapons, but otherwise, I will say, nothing really new. You're going to get Twitch drops next week for Call to Arms. But that's it. I think that wraps up this week's TWAB. So if you're on YouTube, thanks for coming by and watching. And as always, slap that like button like your mama taught you, right?